Right, now come on, Miss Taylor.
Good evening and welcome to...
No, wait for a pause after I've spoke, otherwise you'll hear me. Come on, Miss Daly.
Who was the waitress?
Come on, you're on camera, relax.
Good evening and welcome to the show.
Come on.
Good evening and welcome to tonight's...
Start again, because I shook the camera.
Maddie!
Are we playing or what?
After 5, 1, 2... Maddie, behave! Good evening and welcome to the show. Tonight, my first guest is the eminent opera singer, Miss Maddie Cullen, who is also an expert on alleys. Will you please give a big round to Miss Cullen?
Well, darling, lovely to see you.
Now, Miss Cullen, you're in London for a series of concerts.
That's correct, yeah.
And could you tell us more about the opera?
No,
you're
give
in?
me a break, I can't do it. That's more now. You ask a question, you count to 5 and answer it.
All right.
Right. Good evening, Miss Cullen. I believe you're in London for a series of concerts.
Yes, that's right, Eddie. Very excited about it.
Brilliant. Could you tell us more about this concert in particular and where it's at? Plug it, please.
Yes, I'd love to. We're going to hold it at the West End, and we're going to do some Gilbert and Sullivan.
She's too low.
I was going to say.
We're going to have to sit cross-legged, isn't it?
You're going to have to sit straight, because I can't...
Lower the camera.
Oh, what
Lower
I could
the camera.
do, what I could do is that.
Try again. Well, no, because you'll see that when I move to it, won't you? Go on then.
The guest on the Wogan show.
Right, now
They have the goodness.
Start again. Lesbians, let me have a pang.
Welcome to tonight's show.
I told you to wait till I talk. Carry on, Miss
Start
Taylor.
her off.
Right, come on.
Good evening and welcome to tonight's show. My first guest is Miss Maddie Cullen, a well-known opera singer and expert on alleys. Can we start again? That was cut. Good evening and welcome to tonight's show. My first guest is Miss Maddie Cullen, opera singer extraordinaire and well-known expert on alleys, who is in London for a series of concerts. Miss Cullen. Come on.
Hello.
Welcome, Miss Cullen. It's nice to have you here. I believe you're in London for a series of concerts.
Yes, that's right, Ed. We're going to do some notes.
Shall I burn it, Miss
I'll make it cuckoo.
The interview take 2.
This is the fucking warm-up clock, isn't it?
I believe you're... I believe you're in London for a series of concerts.
Yes, that's right, Ed. We're going to do some concerts with some light operetta type stuff. Mozart, Gilbert and Sullivan, bringing it to the masses of Paddington, that kind of thing, you know?
Paddington?
Clap.
In Paddington? Where is it being staged?
It's in a small alleyway behind the laundrette. Behind the laundrette in Westbourne Grove.
Start again. Go on.
Yes, where we're going to stage it is in the Meanwhile Gardens, which is just off the Canal Bridge in Great Western Road. It's a sort of community project, and the people who run the project actually dug out an amphitheatre where you can hold concerts when, God willing, the weather holds out. Good old London weather, you know.
So, Miss Cullen, when are these concerts due to start?
Well, Ed, just as soon as it stops raining, really.
And tell us about this. Cullen, you've lived quite a while in the States now. but you were originally born around the Paddington area.
Well, actually, Ed,
You
it's
don't have to clap the
I've got the clap. I've got the clap.
Move the camera over a bit more towards me. I'm out, she's in.
Well, I can't see as far as the difference comes
Right,
and you're in, she's out. So you'll have to tell
That's
her.
it, that'll do, I'm in, she's out. Carry on.
I'm sorry.
Start again.
Could you repeat the question, please, Ed?
Miss Cullen, I believe you've lived for quite a few years in the States now, but originally you were from the Paddington area.
Yes, well, I think you may have got that slightly wrong. For a number of years, I've been in a state, but but I got out of all that stuff, and I'm back in the Paddington area. In fact, I'm living in David Hockney's broom cupboard in Paris
Does
Terrace.
David Hockney know?
Not as such. He's living in the States. This is probably where this sort of misconception was conceived or misconceived. But that's it. I've lived in the Paddington area.
I'll go back closer now.
Miss Cullen, tell us about this expertise you have on alleys. And why it is they call you Sally.
Ah, yes. Well, I actually, as a sideline, I conduct tourists on a Sunday afternoon around alleys in which I performed in the Paddington area. That many of these exist.
Performed in what capacity?
Well, making musical noises basically, and improvising certain dance movements.
In other words, you were having sex.
Well, I wouldn't call it having sex as such. Sometimes it was just heavy petting.
And what about your drug problem, Miss Cullen? Do you think you've conquered that?
Yes, I've now found a chemist that
Free.
takes forged doctor's letters. Carry on.
But, I mean, don't you think this will affect your singing career? I mean, is it true that you're working part-time as a sales assistant to make ends meet?
Yes, this is true, and it does make ends meet, and through this wonderful job of mine, this part-time job, I meet many members of the public, have made many contacts, which has helped my habit, in a way, and I've become acquainted with lots more alleys as a consequence.
Yes, Miss Cullen. I believe you're, up until before you were 34, you... Before you were 34, your life was pretty sheltered because you had an elderly grand to look after.
Yes, this is true, this is true. Once again, though, I think you're labouring under a misconception, because I've never been 34, and I never will be, unless the bust exercises start working.
I thought all 30s.
Well, they do work, believe me, because I've got a 34. But. So what are the plans for the future after the concert?
After the concerts, I shall be going back to my other sideline of painting murals in alleys, and
Or murals, even.
murals even, yes, al fresco type things. And I'm hoping to open a pie and mash shop in the Bow area. Love you to come.
But it seems to me there are ample pie and mash shops in the Bow area. Have you not thought of branching out to somewhere like Mayfair? Mayfair has no pie and mash shops.
Yes, this may be true, but there are no apple pie and mash shops in the Bow area.
And what's this rumours circulating with a few facts about your lesbianism?
Ah, yes, these rumours have been circulated around by vicious Dutch lesbians with whom I have not come across.
Excuse me, the last operator camera.
Carry on. I mean, that's just not satisfactory. Is it true you are a lesbian?
No, I am not a lesbian yet.
But you hope to graduate?
Well, you know, one always hopes, but I mean, don't knock it until you've tried it, of course. But you know, as I said to the lesbian in question, if you were the last woman on earth, I suppose you'd have to do, you know.
But supposing she was the last woman on earth, but there was lots of men.
Well, now that is a bit of a poser. In that case, I'd use her as bait.
And now, Miss Cullen, your history of schizophrenia. Was it not true that you masqueraded as Branwell Bronte for a few years?
Well, I don't think that's strictly true, do you, Bramble? I mean,
Brother, why don't
Miss Cullen, would it be too much to ask you to sing a song?
yes, it probably would, because I'm smoking very, very heavily today. At least 9 stone of cigarettes, but...
Ah! Talking about 9 stones, what's this about an 8-stone cyst you have?
Oh, yes. This is in fact where this popular misconception of my
You have a lot of
schizophrenia. I've had misconceptions. Oh, long you've had up dinners. No, this popular misconception about my schizophrenia was actually brought about by the 8-stone cyst. People thought it was my alter ego because it wore a wig and glasses. Who's nervous in front of the camera? Next question.
Well, Miss Cullen, if you're not going to sing, you can bugger off. I've had enough of you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, my next guest is an unknown, inadequate filmmaker, Mr. Danny Walton.
Right, so I'll really look to close up on that now.
Now, Mr. Walton, these boring films you keep with your partner Colette.
Yes, that's true. No, not Colette. It's actually Colin. He doesn't like being called Colette.
Excuse me, could I have a bit of a pause here, please? Right, do you want to ask the question again, Miss Daly?
What did I ask?
These
Something
boring
about
films.
Colin's age.
Oh, yes, yes. These boring films you make that you submit to Channel 4 that they show quite frequently. How did this operation come about?
Well, as you know, Channel 4 brought on a current season of films which featured a red warning triangle. And because of this, it was able to show some of our productions, which up until now has been totally, well, you know, put aside by the film companies.
Right, what's your next question?
What film are you working on next?
Well, we're doing one
Or
about...
present?
Well, the one at the moment is about the life and times of Emily Bronte, who, as you well know, was quite, well, horrifically fat. Indeed, I mean, a dress of hers which hangs in 4 art galleries, because it's considered to be a work of art, is actually about 7,000 feet long. Actually, when she sat there eating peanuts, I mean, what would you expect?
Right,
Oh, is that Mr. Walton?
hold on, I'm going to zoom in on your fat face.
Ladies and gentlemen, the cameraman is Maddie Cullen. She's a lesbian. Also, Mr. Walton, is it not true that you should...
Camera died.
Stop interrupting my questions. Focus on me. I'm the star of this show.
Oh, I don't mind doing that.
Right, ready. Mr. Walton, is it not true that you shared Miss Cullen's schizophrenia and masqueraded along with her as her sister Emily? And Charlotte!
Go.
As her sister Charlotte Bronte?
Well, actually, I've never met this Miss, and indeed I believe she's a Ms. Who would want to marry this dag. However, I mean, I don't believe in homosexuality on any level whatsoever. And if someone
Ground level.
That's just on my back, but that's beside the point. As I was saying, I don't believe in homosexuality. I think it's against the law of this country and indeed against God's wishes.
What?
It's an ameliorated pair.
Go. Yeah.
Now for a commercial break.
What can we put on in a commercial break?
We're going to film.
Okay.
We're going to film.
She'll go around with a hoover and some stuff to sprinkle on a carpet.
Nescafe.
That doesn't really mean a commercial break. Get back to your job.
What shoe size are you?
Hold up.
Can you see them? 2.
2?
7. I'm actually a 7. I know how.
Could you show us your feet, please, Mr.
Well, no, did you dare you fucking...
Tell us about your armpits.
Is anyone else's, excluding yours, of course, which are believed to be so hairy that dykes wouldn't...
I believe you're in the process of writing a book.
Well, actually, it's not a book, it's a film script.
Yes?
What's it about?
What's the film script about?
Well, it's about Emily Bronte and indeed Anne and Charlotte. And, well, unfortunately, we have to mention Branwell, but, you know, it's
The
basically
drunken
about...
drug addict lesbian.
Well, yes, I believe he was. But, I mean, let's not beat about the bush. Branwell Bronte, although he may have been gay, and I dislike gays anyway, as you well know, but he was a great genius, and we can all look at his work of art nowadays, which hangs in the... which gallery?
National
Bringing
Gallery.
you and the clusters on.
National Gallery.
In the National Gallery, and it's actually a portrait of the 3 Bronte sisters, Charlotte, Emily, and Anne. Don't point to that question.
Yeah, but the thing is, Mr. Walton, it's
No.
not a very good picture.
Well, no, but I mean, let's
In
face
fact,
it.
none of these pictures are any good.
I mean, I can't say if they are or not. All I have seen is that one, and to be quite honest, what I've seen of it seems to be true to life, since Charlotte appears very beautiful.
No, Charlotte
As
looks
a-
fat and
No,
frumpy.
no, I can, you know, Branwell painted the names in the wrong places, I agree.
How do you
But
know?
Because I was warned against this. I mean, I've seen a photograph which actually had signature of each little starlet to be.
I'm sorry, Mr. Walton, that's all the time we have for tonight. Thank you for being my guest, and we
Thank
hope
you.
to have you back in the future. Now, the show is coming to an end, which will be followed shortly by Dysentery, where Blake marries Alexis, and they have a baby and call it Crystal. I have to go for a crap.
That's it.
As I was saying, I mean, I've known Emily for quite some time now, and all through this time she has been a bit of a slut, although I just put it down to her.
Really, I always put it down to a huge libido.
Oh no, what you mean,
Yeah.
the other end and not the one that sort of dangles?
That's right, it's like
no,
the big end of a car
Yeah.
is a libido, you know.
a tunnel-like object. Yeah,
Yes.
well, I suppose that could have its...
That's why truck drivers so often find themselves lost in it, because they think it's the most tunnel.
long dis- well, she has got a sign of a long vehicle. Still, she's quite attractive, I suppose, for her age.
For her age, she's quite attractive, and of course the plastic surgery helps a lot. But, you know, the plastic surgeon melted. Plastic surgeon.
She's fulfilling all our habits, such as cigarette smoking and use coffee.
And being short. See, this is
Is
another
there a
thing.
difference in height? Just whisk it round.
No, I'm the same height all the time.
Yeah.
Still got a big head.
No, just sort of flick it over. But not near. I can't.
Oh, it's brilliant. It's brilliant.
No, it's not.
I'm trying to focus on your bald patch, you
Yeah,
bit.
fucking that slag. Where can you get back on here? Your belly button's going to feature.
Dramatic, have an argument.
You dyke! Come on, can't argue with it. I don't know about it. She might be a butch.
You person that lives in a police station! You! How dare you!
Would you like Julian?
What? No, I was not.
The sound turned on.
Yeah.
Carry on, come on.
So anyway, how did you meet Emily? Was it at school?
Well, no. Actually, yes, in our infancy. It's probably going roundabout. And we was playing on this old building site, whereupon I saw this strange oblong figure
What, like a blimp?
in the horizon, like you do.
Wasn't the Hindenburg?
Well, I thought at first, but closer inspection revealed a person.
Carry on.
With a shirt tail. proceed.
So anyway, you were saying something about going back to your roots. Meeting.
Well, actually, they're natural.
Yeah. You were saying something about meeting Emily Bronte on a building site. Was this a psychic experience?
Well, not as such. I mean, he was actually there. There was nothing psychic about it. The fact that, well, as you know, Emily's anatomy sort of stretches miles. It was certainly not psychic. I mean, it's natural. It's
Scenic rather than
tangible.
psychic,
You
is
know,
it?
it's there. It exists in one whole body.
Yeah.
And you know, and I just on the first meeting, I was just so stunned that someone could be so, well, you know, wide.
Yes,
Put it mildly. However, I mean, underneath all this flab, there is a person, and a very nice person, and I've known him for about 50 years, as I said earlier, which is. What are you doing, you pig? Still the voice, but. Yes, well, she was with a girl called Marie Goban. Marie who?
Goban.
Goban. I always thought it was Goban. Marie Goban, who was a little, well, who's definitely
Dyke.
a dyke. I mean, if we could see her now, I would picture her much the same as the fat lady.
Chins.
I'm bold and squeezing that gap. Yeah.
Come and join us for tea and biscuits, dear boy. Oh.
I don't know many words to anything.
Now, what was that? That was a joke, wasn't it? It was about the guy, this vampire kept sucking the blood out of Italian waiters and flinging them out the window.
Drained rots.
Keep falling on my head. That's very good, that's very good.
So have
Three
always
people
been-
collapsed after they insisted seeing bodies of relatives who died in the Townsend Torreson ferry disaster. They were treated for shock at St. Jan Hospital, Bruges, Belgium.
Bruges.
Shut
It's Bruges, isn't it?
Oh, right! Who's reading the fucking thing? Belgian police had tried to dissuade them from visiting Hospital Roger. It served them right.
So what did you think about this natural disaster that we experienced not long ago with this ship? It wasn't
What,
a
the
ship,
one
it was
that-
a tug.
Oh, the ferry?
Yes.
Oh, it was dreadful, wasn't it?
Yes, I mean, I was quite horrified.
Yeah, I was actually.
I had to stop eating the chip sandwich at the time when I heard them. But quickly got back to it when I realised nobody was going to iron it.
I was away at on the first
Sing Ave Maria for me, because I've never heard
Yeah,
it.
sing Ave Maria.
There's one line that I forget. It's
So she just stopped in the middle of a church service for about half a second.
It's the first one.
it's Ave Maria, gratia plena, and then there's that one line that I forget. Then it goes Benedicta tu.
So what do you do when you get to that line?
Well, I'll have to
Pause.
improvise. Oh, I'll sing Ave Maria again, alright? Shall I? And you want to be the backing group?
Well, what
No.
do we think?
Tell
Ave
you what,
Maria.
tell you what, why don't you do the bit that goes bum 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 bum.
But I don't
She
know what
expects
it's
us
like.
to
I don't
lean.
know what the
Right.
song is.
Ave Maria. Gracia plena, Ave Maria. That's the bit I forget. Benedicta. Oh, it's Michael Jackson.
And here we are, children in the home of Farmer Joe and his wife.
Get it there, let's see how much of love.
Shut up! And there's the wife. She's just had a mastectomy.
You had, she's gone.
A mastectomy? Oh, that's a shame.
Tell us about your mastectomy.
Listen, my toenails have never had problems with those. Never.
And here is Farmer Giles without his hat.
Unfortunately.
Mr. Giles gets a headache without his hat.
Oh, my fucking head hurts.
Farmer Giles tends to swear in front of very young children.
Oh,
He
shit.
has been arrested 5 times for molesting them.
This fucking room. Right fucking...
However, Farmer Giles has had a sex change.
Oh, darling.
He's now a cow,
Where's my supper?
and there are his teeth. All 6
hang on.
of them. Farmer Giles married his wife because she was pregnant. She gave birth to 6 calves. Now, Mrs. Giles is going to tell us about the horrors of crabs. Mrs. Giles,
Well, I like lobsters myself.
how do you
like
cook your
crab.
crabs?
Boiling water, sir, with a bit of sperm and salt.
Farmer Giles, wow, without a headache.
Oh, my head's much better now.
He's got a hat on. It's only fun, but never mind.
That's a coat hat, my dear. It's a coat hat. What are they doing there behind the arras?
It's the rain coming in through the window.
Oh, it's that fucking Kathy again. Piss off.
And now,
Die.
we must leave Farmer Giles and his wife, because they're feeling randy and want a bit of nookie.
No, I don't.
No, it's too late. I've got
I'm
another
not
headache
keep
coming on.
eating bread.
Another headache. You were going to write a play for us anyway. Can't we do something like Grange Hill?
You're too old, mate.
I'm not, and I say fuck a lot.
And she does it as well.
And I take drugs. You take drugs. He's just OD'd on Trammell tonight.
And here we have the cuckoo clock that Mr. and Mrs. Giles living.
You can't see it. It's just such a swing in there. But you just fall off the wall.
Oh, I never noticed those pendulum things going up and down before.
Well, that's what you wind it up with.
Brilliant, aren't they? This must be done. There is an element of fun. You find the fun and snap! The job's a game. And every task you undertake becomes a piece of cake. A lark, a spree, it's very clear to see that a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. The medicine go down. Medicine go down. Just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down in a most delightful way. A robin feathering his nest has very little time to rest while gathering his bits of twine and twig. But while intent in his pursuit, he has a merry tune to toot. He knows a song will move a job along. For a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. The medicine go down. The medicine go down. Just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down in a most delightful way. But no, not last verse. We're going to do the camp bit as well, right? The honey bee that takes the nectar from the flower to the cone, never tired of ever buzzing to and fro, because they take a little nip from every flower that they sip, and hence they find the task is not unkind. For a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down, the medicine go down, the medicine go down. Just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down in the most delightful way. Bong! Oh, she's fab. Well done, darling. Right, who else wants to mime? What do you know? Do you know any Vera Lynn songs?
Oh, fucking don't.
Go be blue over the white cliffs of Dover. Tomorrow, just you wait.
There's nice things over there.
Say